right.
I think they're still getting themselves situated.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Quaid on the left, Harry on the right. Once again, shout outs to Trey for building this beautiful interface. Not only does it analyze the numbers and the blocks and count everything on the fly, it is formatable. You can make it so there's 4 fields, 2 fields, and redraws everything in HD. That's why we are seeing NES Tetris so clear and clean on your stream.
And looks like we're off. And
Quaid with kind of a bad start. He kind of put himself in a position where he needed long pieces, needed a couple of long pieces to get a stable playing field. He's managed to clean it up a little bit, but obviously those little starts like that can put you in a slight deficit, but nothing too significant.
yeah, and we're neck and neck early on.
Yeah,
Quaid trying to get back a more consistent play field. Harry's is spot on with well on the right.
Yeah, Harry's looking good right now, getting good pieces. Yep, and there it is. Boom, Tetris for him. So he's going to be basically 1 Tetris up, 2 Tetris. 2 Tetrises up now with basically an empty playing field. So Harry, great positioning. And that is another one of my favorites right there, when you make the perfect box for the square piece to fall into.
Yeah, it's just as satisfying as the Tetris itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tetris is, look, I'm just going to say that Tetris is the OCD's best game possible. You know, an OCD person just loves this game. I am as about as OCD as it gets, and so I think that's probably why I like this game so much.
It's a very hard game to put down, too. It's like once you're in the groove, you just kind of don't want to stop.
Yep. Like sometimes, I mentioned before, I play this on the plane when I travel, and sometimes like the plane will like be taxing for us to get out, and I'm just still playing. Oh man. All right, well, Harry's got himself a pretty clean playfield, although he really needs that J piece. That J piece has not been coming at all. Okay, finally gets the J piece so that he can cover up that small little hole there in the middle. All right.
Yeah, Quaid's still moving his well back and forth.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's kind of doing it a little wishy-washy. So we've talked about having the well being on column 3 is playable. Having the well on column 2 or 9 is terrible. Like, you cannot do anything because the only way to fill up column 1 and column 10 is with long pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, and you need those.
Them, yeah.
Right, and you need those for the Tetrises. So that is like the worst possible place to have the well be. So,
okay, Quaid did well. He set it up on his left, and bam, Tetris. Okay, he's back in business, and we're going to see some Tetris production now.
Yeah, and he's really only about
but 2 Tetrises behind, but his board situation's in a better place than Harry's is right now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's starting to catch up. He's now 1 away.
Yeah, Harry needs those long pieces.
Right.
Harry needs those long pieces. You can see he has a 19 drought.
With a couple of them.
Okay, finally got one. Perfect square right there. So he's going to get that in there, and the T piece is going to open up the well. Beautiful. Okay, so Harry's back in business.
Yeah, Harry's back in business, and now Quaid is on the cleanup end of things. Okay, he's open again and ready for Tetris.
Yeah, he needs a J piece.
And there it is. Boom, Tetris for Quaid, and Harry just made one as well. Harry maintaining his lead. He's about 2 Tetrises up.
All right. Oh, beautiful stuff for Quaid. He's got a cleaner play field now.
Ready to trade back and forth.
Ooh, unfortunate run of J pieces there for when he had no places to place them for Quaid. So now he's back to cleanup mode, unfortunately. So this is giving Harry a big chance to get a much larger lead now.
Yeah, and Harry's playfield's impeccable. All right, he just nailed another one. The gap widens to about 100,000 points. So Quaid's got to have to play more aggressively and make more Tetrises now if he's going to catch up.
Yeah, but again, we saw this between these 2 varied players earlier. One player got the 100,000 point lead, a 5 Tetris lead, still ended up losing.
Harry just tore through a couple of Tetrises there. So, yeah, we're having a wider lead for Harry than just a little while ago.
All right, so
Quaid's playing a little risky. He was able to make a Tetris out of that, though.
Yeah, now Harry might even have almost a 6 Tetris lead. It's almost like a 5.5 Tetris lead at this point. So he is in a great position. And yeah, he's got his playing field back mostly clean, and that 2 block there is going to do it for him. Yeah.
9 lines to transition, so he's going to go in there with max out pace.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty unusual that we see 125 lines versus 107 lines. I don't feel like we normally get that kind of a speed difference. But Quaid is definitely far ahead.
Yeah,
a little behind, I should say.
Harry is historically probably the fastest of Tetris competitor players in terms of getting line clears. I think a lot of the other players don't pull down a lot, whereas Harry does.
Got it. All right, well, Harry has definitely transitioned. He is at level 19, and
Beautiful
boom, Tetris. Yeah. Well, Harry is in great position right now. Look at this nice... slid that piece a little too early. He thought it was going to touch down, and he accidentally slid it before it did. So
Quaid's about to transition, and his playfield's looking really good right now.
Yeah, and that one unfortunate placement for Harry is costing him a lot right now because he has to do
he needs to get back down.
Major cleanups.
Quaid's going to transition with a double. He's ready for a Tetris. And he gets a long piece. Boom! Tetris for Quaid.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Lowering the deficit to about 80,000 now.
Yeah, so Harry has just finally gotten it cleared up and gets a Tetris at the same time. So that's a Tetris at level 22. That's going to score him a ton of points.
And Quaid with a very risky Tetris in the middle of the playfield there. Very impressive.
But a nice back-to-back SZ block combination going to get him cleared out there. Beautiful. Still has it set up for the Tetris. All right. So once again, I mean, look, Quaid can play this with a different strategy. If he just plays this carefully, keeps his playfield clean,
he can see what happens to Harry and adjust based on that.
Exactly.
The lead has actually shrunk. It's now only 60,000.
Oh, and Harry's in a bad position. He needs a long piece now.
It's not going to clear it, though.
Right, because now he needs to get something over there.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is the door opening right now for Harry. For Quaid. The door
Quaid's only down 2 Tetrises. Quaid can come back here.
Oh, but look at this. Harry almost cleaned it up. Wow.
Yeah, he's doing well in cleaning that up. Triple.
Gets a triple there. Box. Oh, look at this.
And
look at this.
Drilling down. Excellent job by Harry drilling back down there. But Quaid's ready for a Tetris. And there it is. Boom. Tetris for Quaid.
Yeah.
And the deficit's only 1 Tetris now. Quaid is caught up. So and even though playfield's in a better position.
Yeah, so even though Harry managed to survive, all that cleaning up has cost him that lead. And so here we go. It is neck and neck. Oh, yeah.
Quaid covered up his hole, so yeah, he's going to have to clear a bunch more to be able to score again.
Yeah, but he got a bunch of great pieces there. And he's going to get a Tetris. There it is. Only 1 behind.
Ooh. And Harry is getting ready to hit level 28, so the end is near. And there's only a 1 Tetris difference. Quaid's going to have to really pull out all the stops to...
Quaid's in a bad position right now. Oh, no, actually, no, he's going to be able to clear those out. Wow. Okay, he can still get a Tetris if he really wanted one.
He needs to build it back up. He's almost there.
He needs a piece to fit over there, but it's only squares. They've only been giving him squares. Oh, there it is. He's got... Oh, no, he has 1 hole there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, okay. So Harry is down.
Can Quaid hang on?
He needs to hang on. Oh, my God. He is on level 27.
Hang on, make 2 Tetris. Oh, that was a tough positioning. Okay, if you can clean that out. Very tough to do at this height.
Oh, no, I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think he's going to be able to do it now.
Really tough. Oh,
neck and neck.
Oh, that was brutal. Oh, man.
He was in position to do it, but just a few unfortunate piece draws right there. And Harry is going to hang on to that lead despite game overing first. And it looks like Harry stepped up. Maybe take a break or no? Okay. Just need to stretch. Just need to stretch a little. Woo!
Ooh, but that was a close one. That one could have gone either way at the end. The lead had been reduced to only 2 Tetrises. Quaid was in a great position for a while, and a combination of RNG and some unfortunate, outcomes there had him build up the wall a little bit too high, and he wasn't able to burn it off in order to get the 2 Tetrises he needed. Really great matchup there, though. That was very exciting. Ooh.
I know, right?
You guys up there in Streamland enjoying this?
Yeah, I hope everyone's having fun watching this. Great, exciting matches. I think, personally, Tetris has a great spot in the world of esports. I would love to see Tetris become a big thing in esports. It is, I mean, one of the...
It's one of the most iconic games out there. It's a game that almost anybody can play, so everybody's familiar with it.
Exactly, and honestly, like, just the amount of skill and strategy needed for this game is ridiculous, and reactions. It's like the perfect combination of dexterity, finger skills, as well as just pre-planning and understanding how to fit the pieces together, and just a mental preparation, imagining what the playfield will look like every time you put down a new piece. So
okay, looks like we're ready to go. So this is Quaid versus Harry, round 2. Harry is up 1. Quaid needs to win this to stay in it.
All right, and remember, Quaid was the one who won the last time they met up against each other. So Harry may be able to exact some revenge here. Oh, interesting. He placed the long piece. Harry put the long piece on the left side. He needed it right there on the right, but it's going to cost him a couple of potential Tetrises, so he had to do a couple of burned lines there. But he should be okay. He should be okay. Fortunate. Oh, he's going for the Tetris. Wow, Harry went for the Tetris instead of putting the block right there. Because sometimes you want to clean up your playfield before you get the Tetris, because you can get the Tetris later on, and if you leave your playfield in an unfortunate configuration, it can cost you they can snowball basically into a lot of really bad configurations, and that's kind of what we're seeing for Harry right now. He hasn't been able to get any Tetrises because his stack has been a little bit awkward.
He's building as well on the left.
Yeah, okay, so there he goes.
All right, he pulled it back down. Now he's going to move it back over to the right.
But you can see he has 28 lines, so he's actually 6 lines ahead, and so that lead technically is not a true lead for him, because right there we're just basically going to be
and
tied.
Quaid almost has it back at this point.
Yeah. And
Quaid opting.
Yeah, he has that awkward one Tetris on the 2 column,
and he's sticking with it.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's working.
it worked. Yeah, it worked out. He's moving it a little bit over to the right, and.
Okay. I'm just going to burn off a couple of those lines there in the middle. Yeah, I think he's going to slowly transition it back over to the left side now, is Quaid. Yeah, I was going to drop that in there. He's just waiting for the chance to get a J piece, but he's been really J piece starved for some reason, and it finally comes, and he's not going to be able to place it where he needed it to go. Yeah, Quaid is getting some really bad RNG right now. This would be one of those situations where I would have probably started raging by this point.
He's filling down. I think he got what he needed.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Well, back over to where he wants it. So yeah, now he can build on the right, or build the well on the right, like Harry is there.
Yep.
Harry's got about a 2 Tetris lead now. Both playfields are extremely clean. So we're going to get to see some back and forth now. Quaid is catching up. Harry fires back.
Yeah, he needs a long piece to place on the right there. There we go. Perfect timing, 2 in a row to be able to get him the Tetris. And so right now you can fill in that 3rd column. Like he could have put, right there. He could have done that a few pieces ago. He looked like he was really pushing to try to get a Tetris to fit in there, and it's going to cost him some clean field right now, as you can see. And he's in a huge drought now. All of a sudden the T pieces have disappeared on him. There we go, finally gets one.
Some good versatility there by Quaid, and manages to maintain his well position and score Tetris too.
All right. Harry now doing a little bit of cleanup, but he's also in a good position. You can see he's 10 lines ahead, and so he's about 2 Tetrises ahead. So that's about right. But you can also see, again, another long piece drought for Quaid. He is having some really unfortunate RNG. There we go, finally. And I want you to take...
double.
Yeah, take a look at that. 50 to 29 long pieces. That is some terrible RNG there for you. That means the Tetris gods are not smiling upon you. 51 to 30. As I mentioned, a 10-point eyepiece lead is usually significant enough for it to be lopsided. The fact that he's down by almost 20 pieces is crazy.
Quaid's doing extremely well with it too, and there's only a 2 Tetris differential, so he's playing extremely well right now.
Yeah, to be only down by about 3 Tetrises with a 20 Tetris deficit from your opponent, yeah, that is crazy. That's very impressive. All right.
Harry on his way to transitioning about 13 lines from now. Quaid's drop rate is lower, so we'll see that from him quite a bit later. The lead has grown to about 90,000 now, so he'll need about 4 Tetrises to catch up.
All right. Well, Quaid looks like he's finally going to be able to get his playing field cleaned up, and so now he's ready to go back in there. But again, a huge deficit.
Ooh. Harry's playfield's a bit ugly when he transitions.
Oh no!
The misdrops there.
That is.
Harry's gonna have to focus on digging himself out of that.
Yeah,
it's not the ideal position. Quaid's gonna be in a better spot when he transitions.
Okay, but you know what? Looks like Harry's gonna dig himself out of there.
Yep, nice and clean again. Just a couple more. Just has to make sure that he doesn't let the situation get out of control and not rely on any one piece to dig him out.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had a few pieces in a row that forced him to cover up the right side. But regardless, look at this. He's out. He's out.
Yeah,
he's clean.
out.
And has a Tetris all set up ready for him. He's going to risk it by blocking it, but he cleared it just in time.
Tetris for Harry, maintaining the lead at about 40,000 now. Quaid has just transitioned. If Quaid can maintain this pace and keep his playfield clean, he has a chance to catch up. As Harry's few misdrops there caused him to have to clean up the playfield for, I don't know, for about 8 or 9 line clears.
The unfortunate situation for Harry right now is that he needs to clear out that hole right in the middle, but he keeps having to cover it up because of the RNG. And so he's hoping for another long piece, but he's been hitting kind of a drought of long pieces. But if he gets it now, not only would he clear it up, he'd also get a Tetris, but no, he's not going to get a Tetris. It's just going to be a double. There you go.
Quaid slams down to Tetris, and now it's neck and neck. With a drop count taken into consideration, Quaid might actually be ahead.
Yeah, Quaid, even though the score he's behind in terms of the where they are in their play, yeah, I think Quaid has a distinct advantage right now.
Quaid's ahead and nails down a triple. Okay. Harry's a whole 2 levels ahead. Wayne bangs down to Tetris, taking the lead. Quaid's playfield's in a good spot though, so he'll probably. Oh, there's a misdrop.
Yeah, and Harry, unfortunate with some droughts of the pieces, that exact pieces that he needed. So he's going to have to do some cleanup there. Perfect. And he has himself a Tetris all set up, but a misplacement of 1 block. So now Harry is in trouble as well. So I think they're both, now it's a race for survival.
I think Quaid's not going to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Harry takes it. And,
there it is. Whew.
We have our top 2. It's going to be Harry versus Jonas, but a great performance by Quaid. Quaid really, he had the lead for a second there, and definitely thought that the potential was there for him to take it.